All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am testing this out. Restream and OBS, multi-streaming across X, across YouTube, across TikTok. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't know, man. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. It seems like things are working all right, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm kind of testing things out here. I've got the news CNBC behind me. I'll just go and mute it just in case you guys can't hear me that well, because I'm not sure how the microphone is picking up my audio. Again, this is a test, and this is only a test. So let's see if I can get the chat going here. I don't see the chat settings working right now, so let's see if we can get the chat going. Let's see here. Yeah, looks good here. Again, this is a test. This is only a test. So, hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Taco Tuesday. For whatever reason, it's saying that there's no internet, so I'm going to refresh this screen and see what happens here. There we go. Maybe this is better. Did a little bit of hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. If anybody's out there, please let me know if you can hear me okay, because again, we're just testing things out right now. I'm sure we've got some World Cup on too, so let me put some World Cup on. Let's see here. All right, what do we got? Do you have any World Cup? Any matches on right now? There's got to be some matches on right now, right? Let's see. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything on right now. If you guys are out there, let me know if you see anything. I don't know. Maybe not. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. We are in a live multi-stream right now. The wifey's calling me. Let's see what the wifey has to say. Yes. What's up? You're gonna do a corded vacuum. Okay. I mean, it's fine. All right. All right. See ya. All right. I think she made an executive decision. No more cordless vacuums. She's gonna go back to old school. She wants to be corded. She's sick of batteries not lasting long enough. So I'm good with that. But yeah, I don't know if there's anybody out there or what, but yeah, I would appreciate anybody out there. Let me know. It's Taco Tuesday, and I'm in Restream. I'm multi-streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on TikTok, and I'm streaming on X, of course. So let me check my other account. Again, this is a test. This is only a test. We're gonna find out what this live stream looks like. Let's see here. Live stream. Okay, yeah. I need test stream. Let's go here. Yeah, it looks like it's coming up. I see it. Test stream. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it on X on my other account, so that's kind of cool. Let's see, live stream. All right. Cool. All right, yeah, so there isn't any matches until 3 p.m. today. I just confirmed France and Senegal, then Iraq and Norway at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Argentina and Algeria at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Austria and Jordan at midnight. Wow, that's a late one, so I'll probably be asleep by then, but hope everybody's doing well. Happy Taco Tuesday. This is a test. I'm just testing out the capabilities here. I'm going to actually go into Hineycoin.online, our website, and if you guys want to interact with me and follow along, so we've rebranded the website. You guys can go to Hineycoin.online. You can also go to Hiney.online. Both of those domains will resolve to the website, and you can see the little ticker there going across the screen. Looks like the market is a little bit down. It's funny because Steph sent me a DM, and he's been in a couple of spaces, and he had mentioned that we should short the market based on all of his indicators. So I actually put in a couple of shorts on Bitcoin and Solana, and I was up like pretty decent amount. I took my profits, got out, so now I'm just kind of waiting around. But you can see the ticker up there, all the top 5: BTC, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Doge. Those are the ones that we have up there. And then we've got Hineycoin, of course, which is ticking across at 156,000 market cap. We got coins at 44.7, 44K. Touchgrass at 80K. Unkita climbing up the board, up 16% today, 96.5K. Get out there, ladies and gentlemen. Go check them out. But if you go to our website, Hineycoin.online, we've got a nice little menu. So if you go to the hamburger menu, you can go to, hey, why Hineycoin? Obviously, we're here to educate. That's our purpose and our mission. Two of the biggest problems out there in crypto and Web3 is that it's really, problem number one is it's too easy to get hurt, right? We all know that. A lot of people get out there, they come into this space, they don't know what they're doing, and it's super easy for people to get social engineered. The social engineering out here is it's kind of crazy on crypto Twitter. So if you don't know what you're doing, you can easily be hoodwinked. There's a word for you. You can be swayed into something that you really shouldn't be into. And that's probably one of the hardest things out here is knowing who to trust, who the good projects are, who the reputable and credible people are out here. So we want to make sure that we at Hineycoin are making sure people don't get hurt. And then of course the other thing that it's really easy for people to when they come into this space. And I don't know why this thing isn't scrolling. It's kind of weird. It doesn't allow me to scroll when I interact with the screen. So definitely something I've got to fix here. But let me see if I can fix this real quick on the screen. Yeah, it only allows me to get it bigger, and it doesn't allow me to screen it, or to scroll. So interesting. Again, this is all a test. This is only a test. I'm kind of messing around with the settings, so forgive me for being a newbie at this. But the whole purpose of this is just to kind of test the waters here, and then that way, down the road, we can kind of get things organized and be a little bit more seamless when we do these live streams. But so just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. But getting back to the website, man, that's a little frustrating that yeah, it doesn't show. It doesn't allow me to scroll. There's got to be something to that. But in any case, it's obviously it's too easy to get hurt out here, and it's too hard to get started. That's really what I was getting at, and I can't show that for whatever reason on the screen. But my point is you know, we're here to educate and make sure people don't get hurt, and make it easier and simplify it for new people that want to come in here into this space. That's ultimately what we're trying to do. So you know, that's our purpose, that's our mission. And actually, if we go into the mission, it should say, hey, what is the mission, right? Education and onboarding. You know, we exist to close the knowledge gap and remove the friction. And then we have two of our flagship products. We've got Hineyversity Academy. We got Hineyversity and Hineyversity Academy, which you guys can see there. You know, and we've also, you know, Hineyversity is kind of like a general term that we have. We've got Hineyversity.com, which is our YouTube channel, so all this educational content out there. But we've also got the Academy, which is really focused on, you know, teaching and educating the younger generation, the future digital generation. And we're actually calling that Future Kin Academy. And so think ages 5 through 17. You know, really just try to teach them kind of the future of this whole digital economy that's coming, right? So so you can actually go to futurekin.academy, and that'll take you to our prototype. Again, this is going to be our flagship platform. And then we've got Hiney Pass, so you can go to hineypass.com. This is our onboarding platform, and again, we want to simplify this for newbies coming into Web3 and coming into crypto. So hineypass.com is really our second kind of flagship product, if you will. So and you guys can maybe see, hopefully you can see on the screen there, we do have Professor Hiney. We do have AI incorporated into our website. So if at any time you guys have a question or, you know, need something about Hineycoin, you guys can go down there into Professor Hiney and ask him a question. Go in there and ask Professor Hiney a question, and then, you know, I can click on one of these canned responses. So, hey, what is Hiney? I'll click on it, and then hopefully it'll return an answer that's decent. But it's taking a little bit of time there. Yeah, I'm using up a bunch of tokens and power to get Professor Hiney to give us a good response. But yeah, pretty nice response there, right? So, you know, hey there, great question. Hineycoin's a digital community ecosystem built on Solana, fast energy, efficient blockchain. At its heart, it's about education, creativity, digital safety, you know, for everyday people. And then it kind of goes on to more information about the tokenomics and our ecosystem. So yeah, at any time there, and then a Hiney fact, right? I didn't even know that was there. It's still there. Hiney runs on Solana. Transaction costs a fraction of a cent. You know, you guys can ask more questions. Hey, what's a wallet? We can ask, hey, what's a wallet? Let's see what it responds there. I'm just testing this out. I haven't really tested it out. I set it up. It's funny. I configured all of this stuff. I did a lot of vibe coding the last couple of months, and building all this stuff from scratch. So think of it like a digital bank account for cryptocurrency. Yeah, the basic idea. Well, it has two parts: a public address, right, and then a private key. How it works. Yeah, very nice description there. Now I notice that there's some looks like there's some formatting stuff that needs to be fixed there, but we can get there. But in any case, you guys can use Professor Hiney at any time on our website. If you got any questions out there, which I think is really cool. Cool thing about Hineycoin. So yeah, and then you know, we got a bunch of stuff. about meet the team, resources. We got a white paper out there. You know, we got our brand kit. Got a whole brand kit as well. So different like word marks and banners and our color scheme. You guys can learn more about that, our shapes, the different types that we have, you know, kind of our voice and tone, right? You know, a bunch of pretty cool stuff out here. So then I can click back on the on Hineycoin and go back to the main site. And yeah, let's actually go to Hineypass right now. Let's go to Hineypass. Hineypass again, and this also has Professor Hiney to kind of help. It's pretty much the same AI model chatbot that we have, but it's geared more for the Hineypass platform. So it'll have some of the general stuff in there, but it also has more specific content around Hineypass and onboarding. And basically what this is, you just answer 5 questions. You go through this kind of tailored Q&A, and it should take about 5 minutes to get through. And once you do, you're up and running. And then this is version 2 of our, you know, our second flagship product. So version 3 and 4 we're rolling out here in the next month. We've got some back-end stuff that we're going to be integrating with, including a self-custody wallet and some other automation stuff that we're going to be doing, again, just to kind of simplify the whole process for any new folks that want to come into this space. So that's really what that's all about. So yeah, go visit hineycoin.online. I'm really you know, there's still some things that we're working on, but I'm really jiving the new look and feel of it. There's a couple of things that we still need to fix, but it'll get there. It'll get there, and we're getting everything organized here over the next you know, couple of weeks and end of the month. So yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Actually, did I just see a big green candle for Ankita? Let me just check this real quick. Wow. Yeah, let me check something real quick here. Let me go into, holy schmoly, I just saw a big green candle on Ankita. Big green candle. Yeah, 112,000. It just jumped. Yeah, pretty significantly here in the last hour. It's up 35.5% over the daily. It's up to 112,000. So we've had some pretty significant buys here in the last, I don't know, probably the last hour or so. Not even 30 minutes. Very significant buys coming in. Had a couple of sales, of course. People trying to take profit, and that's fine. But yeah, looking pretty good there. So anyways, happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. Again, I'm just kind of testing the waters here. We can go to the market. Let's take a look at the market right now. Looks like it's at $2.25 trillion market cap, down about 2.25%. Bitcoin's trading at 65,717. And then, you know, again, I can't scroll down. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's kind of weird how this works. So I got to figure out how to use this a little bit better. Maybe it's just kind of a setting or something like that. But either way, you guys can see the screen in the background there. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go on my phone and check out TikTok and see if it's on TikTok. Let me go here real quick, it is multi-streaming, and yeah, that's about it. So let's see here. Let's go to TikTok, and then we'll also go to our YouTube channel. Alright, so let's see here is TikTok. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to stream there. Yep. Yeah, I don't see it streaming on TikTok. Yeah, we'll have to fix that. I don't know how that works, but we'll go to let me go to the YouTube channel. Let's go to the YouTube channel and check that out. Let's see here, and again, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going through a little test. This is a test. This is only a test. And yeah, I see us on the YouTube channel. Of course, 0 views, and that's okay. But I'm gonna go in there right now. Yeah, let's go in there and check it out. That's kind of cool. That's cool to see. Go to YouTube, and we'll do Hineycoin. There it is, right there. And I can see myself. I definitely don't want to listen to myself. Gosh. Oh, that's cool to see. Definitely don't want to listen to myself, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate you guys jumping in here. This is a test. This is only a test. We are testing out Restream. We are testing out testing 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll use my personal account and see if we can get into the chat there. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's working decent. I like that. Yep, I got the chat, but it looks like nobody out there wants to talk to me and wants to communicate with me, but that's okay, because it's probably more than likely because we are in a Hineycoin test stream. That's the title. I got to figure out how to do the thumbnails within this this OBS thing too, so we'll figure it out. Again, it's all learning, lessons learned, right? That's what we're doing, constantly trying to do is learn about this stuff, and that's all we can do. We just, so I am here. I'm trying to log into my other account here. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's see if this gets me in. Yep, I'm in there. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This is cool. Now I just need to figure out how to, when I share the browser, how to actually interact with it a little bit better, because it's not allowing me to scroll and manipulate some of that. I can click on the links. So if I do click on this and I go to interact, like I can go to Bitcoin, right? So I can go to Bitcoin, it'll drill down, but for whatever reason it doesn't allow me to scroll. So I don't know if that's a feature I've got to fix or what. And I can go back to the main, what's trending. Let's see what's trending on CoinMarketCap. Of course, Hype is doing its thing. WorldCoin is crushing it. Blockstreet, I don't know what Blockstreet is. Wow, that thing's up 62.71% on the daily. I'm not sure what BSB is. Uniswap is crushing it. I actually saw an article on Uniswap. I think it was on the Motley Fool, talking about how Uniswap will be like a shit ton of money. It'll be like a 40x or something like that here over the next few years, but who knows. But anyways, hey, happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well today. I know we've had some spaces earlier. Obviously had the morning show with Scott. I do a little live stream right before that just to kind of, give you guys an update on the spaces schedule. And just wanted to, we roll into Scott's space. Culture has a space. Digi, of course, and then AIM and Money Ron. And Steph was supposed to have a space, but apparently I think he said his daughter broke down. I'm assuming that means her car broke down. So no Steph's Crypto Cafe today. But we're doing a live stream here. We're just doing a little test. And I'm probably going to wrap things up for you, but we do have a couple more spaces here. We've got Well at 4 p.m., Well Meta, All Is Well, the Oasis. So make sure you guys jump in there at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, we also have our boy Lope, a fellow Commonwealth of Virginia. He's out there, way out there in the southwest part of the state. But he's got a space at 8:05 p.m. So make sure you guys support him. But yeah, happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. I'm learning. I'll get there. Appreciate you guys jumping in with me. Yeah, we'll probably just shut it down right now, and we'll do some more testing along the way. But other than that, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the timeline. We'll see you in spaces.